Turn that down, Danye. Oh, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I want to thank you to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Also, this just gonna be a quick recap on thank you. On Big U, Brick Baby, Cowboy. Apparently, now supposedly the latest news that I know is that apparently Loose Cannon is supposed to be coming home. I don't know how true that is. His mistress, Sharif, um, she said, according to her, that he was coming home. So we'll see. I haven't seen it anywhere. I only saw one content creator on YouTube saying that he was coming home. So I haven't confirmed it. It wasn't. I when I looked it up, I didn't you see anything, so I can't confirm. So allegedly, he should be coming home. So that should be interesting. And if he is coming home, well, he cooperated. So, well, I think they all gonna cooperate anyway. So this just a recap. Let me change this name on this title real quick.
I'm about to get my tire out your car.
You unlocked it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got flat tires. Ooh.
Oh shit. Let me just do this. Oh man. I didn't mean to do that. I don't know why I do that. Okay, cool. Oh man. Mm. All right. Nah, that's what I wanted to put in there in the title. All right, so let's get into it. I found this video of Nipsey and I sure loved him. And this is the truth of what he realized about gang banging.
Banging and how it's the black race. As a gangbanger, right? When you go on a mission, when you're looking for your so-called enemy, you driving through a different hood. You know, it's an invisible line. You cross this street, now you in another hood. And when you looking, you gonna pass up the dude that's dressed square, right? You gonna pass up dude from a different race. When you see somebody that's dressed like you dress, and got the walk like you got, and got the body language like you gonna say, there you go, get it. And that's deep. You looking for yourself just on the other side of town. You gonna hop out and attack him and try to down him in a real way. Being caught up in gangbanging culture, you don't think that deep.
The crazy thing about this is the same scenario he's talking about happened to him. When Nipsey Hussle exposed the truth about
that's a fact. That was some real talk right there. Okay, I wanted to play that. So can y'all tell me, is Loose Cannon, is he out? Because he's supposed to be released today. Hey, now what did I do with that? Oh, have mercy. Oh, that's there you go. I want to take that off. Huh? Do y'all know? Damn, and it didn't go no. I want to unsend that. Okay, cool. So I'm waiting on my boy to go live and he gonna let me know. Like I know him. SGD SB SBGB. Hold on, let me get to this next one. We're just doing a quick recap, nothing long. So that's the latest news as far as I know. Is that loose cannon supposed to be released today? And they all telling. They all telling. It ain't a doubt in my mind. They all telling. All right, here it's coming up now. I just want to go over some of this. Oh, I said I was always gonna play. Hey, boomers! I said every time I find this video, I'm gonna play this song. Cowboy cooperate.
Yo, yo, yo. Hood Talk News. Man, y'all tell me what's going on in this picture. Is Cowboy not shutting his dumb ass up? What's going on here?
He snitching too.
Is he spilling the beans? I don't know. I ain't gonna say what I think. I'm gonna let y'all tell me what y'all think on this one. Hood Talk News. I just came to bring y'all there.
And he got that photo. I'm keeping that. I'll show it every time I pass it. Because I couldn't believe that he sued Nipsey Estate and Black Sam. Talking about he owed him some money. That's dirty. And you ain't speak bad on Big U? Yeah. Yeah, you was part of it too. It always be the people closest to you. I ain't never deleting that. All right, I'm where I want to be. I'm where I want to be. Now, apparently, Brick Baby snitched on Dirt.
What's up, what's up? Yeah, it's Hood Talk. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Yeah, I gotta do a video on Brick Baby, man. This one is on Brick Baby. Brick Baby, his story is something big.
This is Hood Talk.
We're gonna jump into that. We're gonna jump straight into it. Everybody know what's going on in California. Everybody know what's going on with the indictment with the Rolling 60s. If you don't know what's going on, well, you done picked the right time to find out. Brick Baby, he's a podcaster, man. He a gang member, but he's a podcaster. He knee deep in the streets. He had a lot going on. He's the one that was getting a lot of rappers, robbed in Atlanta. Rappers that used to go to Atlanta from other states to go perform. Yeah, he was well connected. He knew a few people, and he'd get your ass set up. He was also doing that in California. It was a lot going on with this dude. A lot going on with this dude. But check it out. I consider him one of the dumbest motherfuckers ever, and I'm gonna explain why. Brick Baby. He came from a good family, man. Brick Baby, his parents, they used to hustle for big meats. Yeah,
wow.
His parents used to hustle for BMF. So from a baby, he was knee deep into the joint. But really not knee deep into the joint, and I'm gonna explain why. You see, his parents used to work for BMF, so they had money, and they took care of their kid.
They took care of him. There wasn't no deadbeat parents. See, there wasn't like most of our parents. You know what I'm saying? Most of our parents came from the hood. They was
My
drug
parent wasn't
addicts.
no
They was
dead.
broke.
Well, yeah,
No, this
she
is
didn't
the
raise me,
opposite
so I guess she
when
would.
it comes to the situation with Bricc Baby. Because his parents had a lot of money. His parents did put him in a private school where he played basketball. He even won the state championship. You understand what I'm saying? He got accepted. He got an acceptance letter from Clark Atlanta University so he could play basketball. You know, so his family made sure he was moving in the right direction all of the time. He wasn't forced into the streets like a lot of us.
I didn't know that about Bricc Baby.
This is where he started going astray. In college, he got caught with 75 pounds of bud. No lie, no lie. He got caught with 75 pounds of bud. Like I told you, they was messing with BMF. They was messing with Big Meech. The boy was knee deep in the loop. So, you know, I got to commend him on that. Yeah, he got caught with 75 pounds of bud, but he only received a year. Now, that shit sound kind of suspect. I ain't even going to lie to you. It sound kind of suspect, but it don't sound kind of suspect. You know what I'm saying? Because he's well connected. He know a lot of people. We don't know what type of lawyers he had. And on top of that, that was his very first felony. Anytime it's your first felony, like you could almost get anything. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like a murder or something that's that tragic. You understand what I'm saying? But usually when you is your very first felony and you in college and you doing everything right, that's the only blemish on your record. There's a great chance that I'm saying you're not going to get slayed like that. Yeah, so I'm saying he only received a year for that. That's all he received. So after he got locked up in school, he went back to California where he get popped. Somebody popped his ass. Now I'm saying he was damn near paralyzed. So these are a lot of.
Wow, I didn't even know that about Bricc Baby.
You know, it's basically time to slow down, but he doesn't slow down. What he does is he goes back to Atlanta and he links with Pee Wee Longway. For y'all that don't know who Pee Wee Longway is,
wow, he was with Pee Wee.
It's like the little Big Meech of Atlanta. You understand what I'm saying? He's knee deep in everything. He got a lot of money. He deals with a lot of artists. You know, he's knee deep in the loop. Now, Pee Wee was well connected and was helping Bricc Baby rob the rappers. That's what he was doing out there in Atlanta. And I'm saying they was out there robbing the rappers. So he had the link. He Crip. He wrote in the 60s. You know, they got a lot of Crips in Atlanta. So he got some numbers. And he basically know what he's doing. So, you know, I got to commend him on that. He get locked up for guns again. Only to receive a few months. Like this dude stay getting knocked for hammers. Like left and right. He get knocked for hammers.
Fact.
Not even a year later, after he got knocked for the hammer, which is basically the second time, he get locked up for another hammer. Now he received 18 months. Now this is where I'm gonna start to get into where this nigga is like, he's like the dumbest OG ever. You understand what I'm saying?
Let me see, March.
I'm gonna walk y'all through it right now. He was on No Jumper. Everybody know about the beef that he got with Luce and all that, know what I'm saying? But he was on No Jumper. You know, that's mainly where he used to do a sting at over there. And he had a gun on him. He had a gun on him like he just did.
He did. Okay, I'm gonna let that. I know why I kept that video. I forgot it was something that I had already. So let's get, because I want to move along just so I can Now they said there was some drama at the P. Diddy trial. I gotta get that. But I'm trying to figure out, is Loose Cannon out of jail? I just looked this stuff up. I need a cigarette. I gotta go to the store. Well, I guess I don't need anything. All right, just give me a minute. I'm looking for it. I bet you it's gonna be the last one. I bet you. Okay, this is where DJ Academics accused Wack saying he next.
Hey man, we gonna get on to this Wack man. This academics. He
If the feds are looking at these people and have deemed that their rival are these people and are claiming that these people they're looking at first are doing crimes or trying to do crimes, a lot that would involve them going against these people. The feds don't say, oh, we're just saving these people because they're the good guys. The feds says, let's get them both. Not only the feds, every investigatory body.
I tell you this: if they don't come after Wack, he
See, they say, oh, we're
he
only locking
cooperating.
up YSL. We're gonna leave YFN out there. No, you get YFN as well. You get both of them. You don't only get one, you get both. You get both. So I have to believe that they are also looking at WAC 100. And I forgot to ask him that question because I would love to hear what he's thinking about that. If he doesn't think the feds are looking at him, so I would imagine the way he's moving, and that's why even, like, again, y'all gonna watch episode tomorrow, I think comes out on Adam's ship. I'm wondering if Wack's conversation is gonna be different. Because here's the thing, if I'm Wack, I'll be licking my chops. Lou says him and Wack ain't really against each other, but he don't fuck with Bricc Baby and he don't fuck with Big U. And some other niggas. Yo, all of Wack's ops just went to jail. Sounds like a good gig. But if you're realizing some of the shit that sent him to jail is clubhouse conversations, podcast conversations, I'm wondering if Wack is gonna start saying, this ain't content. Like, every time I'm listening to some clubhouse shit, they be like, yo, let's tune in for the content. And I'm like, there's no way I think that discussing these men's crimes in the streets is content. I'm gonna give Wack this one other credit too. I'm gonna give Wack this other credit. You know what Wack is really good at, chat? He's good at forcing people. So it's like, yo, bro, you not on the indictment, you know you would snitch.
Right.
Wack is good with that too. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now maybe some people might say, yo, he's right a lot. But I will say what Wack is really good at, he'll force you to defend yourself in the court of public opinion more than you would defend yourself in an actual courtroom.
That's a fact. Yes, he do.
That I think that's an interesting thing. You get what I'm saying? Here we go. Now I seen somebody in the chat say Wack is federal.
see, that's what I'm talking about. Motherfucker come up with a lie, and you just gotta immediately start defending yourself. And as a nigga from the streets, you would hate to be on this worldwide internet with a nigga calling you a bitch, a snitch, or any allegations.
Facts.
And motherfuckers go 9 times out of 10, niggas is gonna start incriminating themselves. Like, nigga, you already know, nigga, about me, nigga, what I did and how I did it. And then there you go. You know what I'm saying? Nigga got you. Nigga put you in that trick bag.
That's the truth. I fight on that. You got to use all the shit that's going on as an example. And everybody else going to jail, except for him, it's a reason for it. I don't know why Akademiks be playing dumb.
About that.
Yeah,
Everybody
done. Okay. All right, let's kind of hear made it to some crimes on the internet, but shit, Wack did too. Why he ain't indicted?
What you meant to?
he admitted to extortion, bro. Like he said.
Yeah, he said he extorted the nigga, the boxing nigga, right?
See, I didn't even know about that one.
He extorted somebody.
He said, me and Big U used to do all the time. The TR play. We the Bloods press him. He'll pull up in the Denny's. Talking about Big U. He'll save the day, and then he feel like he in debt with Big U, and then you know what I'm saying. And now so he never admitted to that. He talking about he chased Future through the motherfucking airport to where he stopped and threw the phone at him. Then he's like, ask Trick, ask Big U. And Big U and Trick denied it. But he swearing to God that he didn't admit to some shit on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Even the doxing people, bro, he can get a terrorist letter. He be threatening everybody and their granny on this motherfucker. He ain't never been nothing. Like Lord on the bother that nigga. He act like the Lord on him and apply to him. Like that's crazy.
He really on his mother threat. No power. I'm coming through. Fuck your mama, bro.
You going to bed?
You going to bed?
Where you at?
Where you at?
Where you at? Ain't nobody with the bed yet. Nobody with the bed yet.
No, nigga didn't go to bed. When they was squabbling outside the
Stitches?
No, not even him. That was game. Yeah, the white boys.
The Stitches, two white boys, they said that was stage, bro, or some shit.
Oh yeah, Stitches.
No, that wasn't staged because that boy ended up paralyzed, and that's why they saying that indictment is coming down on Wack 100 because what's his name, Mario Mendices, it started with an M. He paralyzed and he's still in the hospital. And what he did to Jay Reed, they saying that indictment is coming up for Wack.
YouTube, this is Getty Radio back at you with another video. I want to
This
give a
Getty
double
Radio.
for
Bricc ain't walking in the building with a weapon.
Wait, hold on. I'm not saying he will or not, but they're going to want to ask Adam. The guy is at the building. They're going to want to ask
Adam's never seen Bricc with a weapon.
No, it's not about Adam seeing him, but let me ask. Wack, come on, don't
You're
try
not gonna see Bricc walking in
hold
the
on.
building with a weapon.
Wait. Wack, don't try to spin. They're gonna.
Where you gonna try to spin you, nigga? You're not gonna see. Listen, if the nigga did have one, you're not gonna see him walking in with it, bro. You're not gonna see that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, cool. Even if that's the case, what the feds are probably gonna say to him, yo, we want to see your security, we want to see your surveillance footage, and you could give it up willingly, or we'll bring you to a grand jury proceeding that you got to testify. We'll subpoena you. What would you think? And again, I'm telling you this is a fact. I'm telling you this is a fact.
It ain't gonna matter. There ain't nothing there anyway. That shit get erased every day.
Would you think, since Adam's a civilian, should he give up the footage? Should he give up maybe, deleted videos? Because again, they like to have raw videos for they like to
What you mean? What deleted videos? Bricc is alive.
Yo, Wack. Well, has the feds stopped to talk to you yet or no?
Me about what? You like these other weirdos.
No.
Hey, listen, bro. I know you niggas praying for my downfall, my nigga.
No, not like that. Wack.
But nah, I know you niggas praying for my downfall.
Wack, you're my friend. I'm not praying for your downfall.
Nah, but
I'm being sensible, though. I'm being sensible.
All you niggas, no, you're not being sensible.
Wack, I'm gonna tell you I'm being sensible.
There's nothing about what you're saying is sensible, bro.
All right, I'm gonna use an analogy.
Wack, we know you working. They ain't came and got you yet, and that boy paralyzed.
Tell me how it's sensible.
I'll tell you why.
What you talking about? You're just getting weird, bro.
I'll tell you why. For example, let's say the feds go pick up Meek Mill, and Meek Mill private conversation that was wiretapped had. Hold on. Wait. Let me finish. Had conversations he's having with guys who might do things for him to say, yo, bro, somebody got to shoot that. You don't think they're gonna come?
I don't know nothing about. I'm not Meek. I'm not a rapper, and I'm not you.
No.
I don't have those type of conversations.
Why? Okay. That's a fictional example. I'm using it to say, yo, in the indictment, they have Big U on wiretap trying to get people to harm you.
You think they're not gonna ask you like?
No, he does not. You're lying.
Yeah.
Stop lying.
No,
All you square ass niggas that's doing media. Hey, look, bro, if you're gonna run the media, be accurate with your information. Stop lying. They have Big U on wiretap telling somebody what he wants to do to me. I want to beat his ass. I want to break his jaw. He's referring to him. Stop lying. Stop trying to put a charge on the man. Because by you saying, yo, he was trying to get people to do shit to you, no, that's what you're trying to do. That's the charge. Stop lying.
No, Wack.
All you square ass niggas that don't, I've been in cuffs. I done fought bodies. I know how this shit work. You niggas is fabricating and adding shit. There's nothing in that paperwork, in those 107 pages, that says he was trying to get somebody to do something to me. It was always still referred to what he wanted to do.
Okay, Wack. You're still taking me off the point. Okay, let me concede that point. Okay, all right, hold on. Okay, so he didn't say no one should do anything. But here's the thing. If a man that is accused in a RICO case, and he's the head guy, is constantly threatening to do something to someone, why wouldn't the cops at least show up to talk to that person?
Constantly threatened where? He said it like 2-3 times.
Yeah, but you don't think the cops at least show up to talk to you, be like, hey, listen, can we just...
He's talking about fighting, weirdo.
It still don't matter.
It does. It's a difference if a nigga talking about, I want to whip a nigga ass or break a nigga jaw versus I'm going to kill this nigga. I'm going to have somebody kidnapping. That's a total different conversation, bro. He's talking about fighting. I don't with the nigga, but you trying to put some whole other shit on the nigga that ain't there, bro.
No. I'm not trying to put nothing on him. I'm asking you that it would make sense that...
Ain't nobody finna go ask talking to no nigga about a nigga talking about he want to fight him, bro.
Wack. You see why? This is why you're good.
Stupid.
No, this is why.
I talk about fight niggas every day,
no,
bro.
Wack. This is why you're
I
good.
talk about fight niggas every day.
Wack. This is why you're good. If the police...
I know why you good.
No, Wack.
You over here square your act. Let's establish this. You're the square, nigga.
No, I know, but I got a hell of a
You don't know nothing about. You ain't never even been booked. So you ain't got the you be talking about half the time.
Wack, I think neither one of us has had federal charges. Feds is different. It don't
matter.
You haven't had feds.
Hey, bro, the feds is not wasting their time with a nigga talking about he want to fight a nigga.
Well, why do they waste their time to go talk to Adam then? So they're threatening you. They wouldn't waste their time to talk to you, but they would talk to Adam.
They're talking to Adam about Bricc Baby's employee. I don't know. Shit, gotta ask him. Hey, shit, Bricc Baby's an employee.
It makes sense, though. It makes sense.
You a weirdo, too. Look, let me break something down, Y'all want to put me in something.
No. It's not putting you in anything.
Listen,
I'm asking
just because I do a podcast with a nigga don't mean I do everything with a nigga. When I do with you from 12 to 1 is what I do with you from 12 to 1. What the you doing from 9 to 12 is your business. So this shit is 2021 shit, 2022 shit, 2023, 2024. Bricc Baby, I know the world didn't even know who he was till 2023 or late 2022 when he got to No Jumper. He's a nobody. Let's establish that now. Nigga was in fucking Atlanta. And I've never seen this nigga day in my life. Let's establish that.
Okay. But Wack, you're still taking a point.
No, I'm not.
If they talk to Adam, if they talk to Adam, I would assume they would at least, again, Adam's not in trouble. It's not like
you weird as a if you listen. If you assume that, I don't own no jumper.
Assumption. Like
I don't own no jumper. I don't have employees at No Jumper. I'm a partner on one show. You get it? I don't control the building. I don't control cameras. I don't control payroll, bro. Stop playing with me with these narratives.
No. But you working.
Stop playing with me with these narratives,
Yo,
bro.
Big U is the...
I ain't got nothing to do with extorting, sex trafficking, a murder of a fucking football player, a fucking creed that I've been attacking and exposing for the last couple of years. I ain't got nothing to do with what a nigga got caught with at his house. I ain't got nothing to do with a dispensary.
Yeah, but
Stop trying to put my name and shit, bro.
Right, but they did mention an incident that they're saying the Big U Enterprise tried to step to you and they weren't successful. So
no, they mentioned Big U having a phone call. They didn't mention witness or CI reports. See, this will use a little bitty mental mention. Witness one or CI reports this happened. Then you got a point. This is Big U on the phone as loose cannon is saying, we robbed Big Bill, which has been a lie. I told you that was a lie. Did I not? A lie. Nobody robbed Big Bill. I told you that. That's cap.
If I'm anybody even that used to even argue with
See,
Big
now
U,
I thought
I'd be
they
spooked,
did.
'cause I'm telling you,
I thought they did. So when Meek Mill responded and said it never, I thought he was lying. I thought they did get Meek Mill. Wow.
I don't know for why. Hey, bro.
No, because I wouldn't want to talk to them. I wouldn't want to talk to the fans.
Year investigation.
Okay.
You think they don't know what they looking at, what they want to do, what they trying to do? A nigga on the phone talking is a nigga on the phone talking. Unless he's saying a crime is being committed, they don't pay no attention. What a nigga say he want to do, right? Oh, nigga, I should have this, or I should have that. It didn't say right there, we robbed them, we did this, we did that.
Okay, but explain why they're going to Adam. Why are they talking to Adam?
With harm, touched or nothing, bro. Like,
okay. So explain why they're going to Adam, because Adam says he's gonna. Which, by the way, I think that's. I'm only.
Adam. Adam is the owner of the building. Bricc is an employee of Adams. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Yeah, Wack. But they wouldn't be.
I don't control.
They wouldn't be subpoenaing Jeff Bezos if somebody from Amazon is going to motherfucking.
You stupid as a motherfucker. They would have went to that building, and whoever building he worked in, they gonna go talk to the motherfucker running it. No jumper, ain't no.
They don't gotta talk to. They can subpoena the whole shit. They could just run in there and go take the
video. They can do what they want. Adam is the dude's boss. Adam is only one person control that building. That's Adam. So whatever they want, if it's footage, if it's did he really work there, if it's whatever they want, they're gonna go ask him.
So that would mean that they're probably thinking that some illegal shit happened at No Jumper because Adam only has to do No Jumper, right?
Nah, I don't know, bro. You over there assuming why would something illegal happen?
Okay, let me ask you this on the record here. If they subpoenaed you to answer questions, would you?
Hey, bro, check this out. Akademiks. I ain't gonna tell you again, bro.
Okay.
Stop trying to put me in something.
No, I was giving a scenario.
They gonna subpoena you about some shit that ain't got nothing to do with you, bro?
I would hope not.
You and the rest of these
Akademiks is scared of Wack. You can tell he always fumbling on them words when he deal with him. He is scared to death of Wack.
Ass niggas, stop trying to incorporate me in something that ain't got nothing to do with me, homie. You know we're in there.
No, hold on. Wait.
Where you see shit was orchestrated with Wack 100.
Wait. Wack.
Stop trying to
No.
Wait. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Wait.
I ain't promoting this.
Wack. Let me clear that up. Let me clear it up. I'm not
What are you talking about?
No, I'm not saying you had nothing to do with it.
Nah, that's what you think.
No. Let me clarify.
Hey, look, bro, you think I get your lane, bro?
No.
Some shit is disrespectful, bro.
No. Only thing,
bro.
I wasn't trying to.
Stop insinuating. I'm gonna ask you.
Wait,
I don't know if you dumb or slow or you just playing for content.
No.
Did you read all this shit?
Yeah.
What do I got to do with any of it?
I think that the fans would want you to be listed as a victim.
I'm not a victim. Dummy.
No, hold on. I'm not saying you are, but I think they would want
to happen to you.
Okay, I think they would want to talk to you in that sense, and you could probably say no. You could probably be like, no, I'm good.
But let me explain something to you, bro. I'm gonna say this one more time, bro. Nothing in that paperwork, none of those actions, no laws were broken when it comes to my name. It's just a nigga talking.
Okay.
And the nigga's not talking about having me assassinated. He's not talking about kidnapping me. He's not even saying killing me.
Well, he didn't say break his jaw.
He said I want to break his jaw. If that's the case, you should be investigated every day, right?
I mean, that's true too. But you know how Ricos go. That's a
I
really
don't know
messy shit.
how no Rico go, bro. Like, and I'm gonna say this again. Nothing pertaining to my name involves a crime.
All right, we're gonna leave it right there. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this.
Wow.
Wack 100.
That's Getty Radio. I like him. I still think Wack is working. I think they all talking. I really do. I really do. But Loose Cannon's supposed to be released. Right, EJ, right. But Grimy, don't you think he's scared of Big U? Cause he be stumbling at them words and everything. And I'm trying to figure out, did Loose Cannon get out? Because some people were saying that he got out, but I can't find nothing.
It's like he forgot what he was doing was illegal.
I like to see our Bruce Rivers.
Self-snitching. And every one of these videos, every one of these Instagram posts, every one of these, you got to check in or it's going to get hot, all that is going to bite him in the
I'm going to go past this part.
Find a mentor. If you're 10 years old, you got to have somebody that's a strong, if you're a 10-year-old black kid in the hood, in the inner city, if you're, whether it's Chicago, LA, Minneapolis, or New York, Detroit, Houston, Jacksonville, Florida. I mean, there's over 50 unsolved homicides in the last 5 years. And it's
I can't stand when white folks speak on our culture. I can't stand it. That's why I don't like Bad and No Jumper. I can't stand, and they are culture vultures as far as I'm concerned. Now we got the white dude speaking, and I'm in Detroit. Detroit is not bad. It is, but it ain't not like it used to be. I can't stand that because you cannot, like you don't know, you not black, and they want to be black so bad, and they so jealous and envious of our greatness. If only we knew how great we were.
Because that's an old statistic. But if you're a 10, 12, 13-year-old kid, find somebody close to you, that's not in the shit. That's not, somebody that's...
Let me move past this part. I just want him to get to the legal part.
Purposes. And you ever hear that show, that Cars for Kids, 187, whatever the fuck that is? Remember that?
Okay, let me go past
Just
that.
be witnesses. But they're going to have plenty of those too. So just when you think your brother next to you is your friend, all of a sudden he shows up on the witness stand because he's fucked if he doesn't. So the United States District for the Central District of California authorized multiple Title III wire and electronic interception orders for telephones being used by certain subjects of the investigation, including Henley and some of these other guys. The court also authorized interception of audio and visual nonverbal content.
Man, I was through. They said they got 20,000 wiretaps on him. You is done. He should have probably tried to work out a plea deal. He is so done. 20,000 wiretaps and all the evidence is 2022. He cooked.
Be a closed circuit TV through installation of video and audio bugs in a location. So what does that tell you? I mean, remember what got John Gotti? There was a surreptitious recordings that they had the social club. Well, they went up above the social club that they had, and they were hanging out in this woman's apartment. And they put the recording devices in that apartment, and John Gotti is heard on the recording wanting to order a hit on somebody. So let me tell you something about the federal government. The federal government is patient, motivated, and competent. We're talking about, probably a 5-year investigation. No Jumper, which we were on No Jumper, or I was on, Michael and I were on No Jumper.
Well, I thought that he was, what I read is that they had been investigating since 2022. 20,000 wiretaps. Damn.
They released a statement. In addition to DJ Vlad, also expressed shock at the allegations against Big U, which he denied. In fact, Vlad claimed that Henley alleged that he was never part of the Rolling 60s neighborhood Crips gang at the center of the RICO case. He also suggested that snitches and the spread of incriminating evidence on social media is what possibly led to this. Not any specific media coverage. And here's the thing: the media doesn't cover this shit at all. I don't ever hear anything about this. All these statements line up with Adam 22's response to similar accusations, claiming that No Jumper had nothing to do with the case. The outlet's name reportedly appeared various times in the indictment due to Bricc Baby's previous work with them. So this is Adam 22. I'm not seeing anything that says anything. I'm not seeing anything that says anything about stuff he did in the last 2 years since he's been fucking with us. Adam 22 said of Bricc Baby. I do employ people from the streets. People from the streets sometimes get caught up in federal RICO indictments or whatever the fuck this shit is. We're going to be documenting the whole thing, helping them along the way. Anybody acting like this is because of No Jumper. No Jumper is the antidote. So there you go with that. So what is the responsibility of media outlets when it comes to figures like Big U manufacturing an air of intimidation in the Rolling 60s if these media outlets employ people from the gangs that are at risk? Well, what is the responsibility? One of the things, if somebody comes on your program and they release information, or if they have their own podcast, anything they say is fair game. It's statements of a party opponent, so it comes into evidence.
Wow, I didn't know that. Wow, yeah, I can see. That's why. Okay, they came for a cease and desist for Big U. So they're part of a, what do you call that, party opponent?
Here's why it's important when you see the pervasive nature of what these guys are doing. They ran a thing called a check-in, and this is in the indictment. Henley and the Big U Enterprise are widely known for requiring what's called a check-in for out-of-town entertainers or gang members in Los Angeles. So if you have a big enough organization, the Rolling 60s was decent size, and you are intimidating people like anybody that's coming into town, as Henley described in the docuseries, if I don't answer the phone, it can be death for someone else. Everywhere, there's someone like me. You can't put a monetary value on his touch in hip-hop. After more than 3 decades as Rolling 60s members and several years managing famous hip-hop artists, Henley was widely regarded as an original gangster or OG. In the docuseries, record producer Andre Young, a.k.a. Dr. Dre, explained that it's very helpful to have an OG who can clear the streets with this operating environment. Henley instituted the concept of the check-in when hip-hop artists and other celebrities visit Los Angeles. So here's how it works. The individual must check in or meet with the local street representative of said city to pay a tax or a fee for permission to both to move about freely and to have an event or conduct business in that other city without the risk of harassment or, doesn't it sound just like the fucking mafia? It sounds just like it if it's happening. Keep in mind, they deserve the presumption of innocence. All we're doing is just reporting on what the indictment says. We're not putting a comment on the guilt or innocence of any particular person. So let's continue. While Henley and other supporters attempt to persuade the public that the check-in provides safety and security for those who do so, as set forth herein, Henley and Big U Enterprise also manufacture the very danger they purport to protect. In other words, you don't pay the tax, you're going to pay the price. So let's just continue a little bit more. And I know I'm kind of reading a lot here, but it's kind of important so you get a flavor of what they're talking about. Henley also provided examples of individuals who do not check in with him until it's too late, such as the rap artist Quyan Terrell Bowman, a.k.a. Quando Rondo, when Henley discussed in another interview who was later targeted in a murder-for-hire plot where his associate was killed. When defending this practice in interviews, Henley had interviews. What is that? That's self-fucking-snitching.
Wow, yep.
Henley has stated that it is no different than when a Learjet flies over the United States airspace. They want to know who you are. You're not a fucking government organization, baby. You're just not. Henley said his practice is no different, which I believe indicates that he purports to own and control Los Angeles through the Big U enterprise. So he said,
and this is what's so mind-boggling to me. I'm grown as hell. I'm free to travel wherever I go. And because I'm an artist, I'm supposed to check in with you. You don't own the sidewalk. You don't own the street. Who are you? I got my own security. I think that is the craziest shit. I'm grown. I go where the hell I want to go. Period. This is insane to me. And like the lawyer said, no, you're not the government. Who are you? And that's why you right where you need to be.
Henley had his own fucking podcast called The Check-In. So you're not saying, so there's no such thing as check-in? Let's talk about your podcast called The Check-In. The opening theme, when you hop off the plane, check-in. Penthouse suite, check-in. When your feet hit the street, check-in. Because if you're not shit get hot, you better check in. And who said that? This is the beginning of his podcast.
That's crazy.
When you hop off the plane, check in. Penthouse suite, check in. When your feet hit the street, check in. Cause if not shit get hot, you better check it in.
Welcome to the West Side. Checking in.
Welcome to the West Side. Checking in. The indictment describes an incident involving rappers Wiz Khalifa, T.I. Harris, and other artists who were booked to appear in Los Angeles nightclubs, right? And
they didn't even show up.
Cash
they didn't show up.
Plus 30% of the proceeds at the fucking door. The rappers were no shows, but Henley demanded the money anyway. And so, I mean, this is just your typical mafia shakedown. I mean, it's they didn't invent this. The Italians did it a long time ago. Henley reportedly said that they were going to be 5,000 6-0s in his motherfucker, and that's going to be pulling up. And if we got to tear the motherfucker up, we're going to tear it up. So be ready for that. Be ready for that. Bring me the money. So when the rappers didn't show up, Henley and his associates took the promoter into the back room of the club where they were paid 30 grand. 30 grand.
That's crazy.
According to a cooperating witness, aka a snitch, AB and his associates fixed the dice game and cheated NBA players out of millions of dollars using tease dice. You know, I mean, you don't hear some guys. You don't hear of going out for work. You know, work is it's women. Following that game, Henley directed a group of Big U Enterprise associates to rough up AB, who did not check in with Henley, and to get the money back from them on behalf of the NBA players. Multiple persons involved in the incident who were interviewed by the feds, including former NBA players, confirmed that Henley was paid $100,000 for negotiating return of the debt. In another 2022 incident, NBA players got into it with boxer AB after AB cheated a current NBA star out of $1.5 million and a former NBA All-Star out of $5 million. God, Henley charged the NBA players $100,000 to get their money back from AB. The current and former NBA.
When you want to do the Eric Holder, I don't know if you sent me an email or not. I didn't check. When you want to do it, because I got the information. You must have went out on Monday.
Star players were identified as Draymond Green of the Golden State Warriors and retired NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal.
You want to do it after this? I think I just got
little dollars we're talking about.
Because I can end this and come right back with that. Hold on, let me see.
Is just a way of.
Yeah, hold on. Hold on, let me see. Oh shit. Hold on, one sec. Hold on 1 second. Damn, I done lost the shit anyway. Yep. Okay. All right. Like, share, subscribe. I'm gonna come right back, low, and we're gonna do air code. I'm gonna end this right here. And we let me get my notes and stuff. I only got 3 videos, and then you could walk us through. Um, now where's his ass at? All right, coming right back. All right, come on, Lo, come on through. All right, we're gonna end this now. I got it. Like, share, subscribe, y'all. I appreciate my new subscribers. Thank